I just want to say that it like completely changed Kobe's life having this bike. He's able to go ride it over in the parking lot behind our house at the school and just be like all the other kids. Him and his dad go over and ride all the time. It means a lot because he'll never drive a car. This is it. This is his transportation right here. So thank you.
He says he brags about us, and he does, but I want to brag about Variety because they're life-changing. Don't ever doubt it, because these kids could not balance on a regular bike. This lets them be just kids. Just kids. That's like magic. Thank you.
Don't you think we should get Mickey Sgro, Tim Wiebe, and Dave Hickton on bikes? Come on, help me out. Come on, guys.
Tonight's honoree is someone my sister Michelle and I know very well, so we speak with no bias. He's our dad, but he's not only our dad, he's someone who completely epitomizes the mission of Variety, helping kids be kids, enabling kids to live life to the fullest. Throughout our life, our dad has done just that. He's allowed us to be the best that we could be, despite whatever setbacks came our way. His passion, acceptance, and empathy, perseverance, try raising 2 teenage daughters 9 years apart, and dedication to whatever mission he is on is unrivaled. Our father's a dedicated father and mentor. Throughout our life, despite his incredibly busy schedule, a lot of hours on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and commuting an hour each way to his job, he never missed a swim meet, track meet, or any endeavor that we were trying out. He even drove to and from the Eastern Shore in Maryland from Pittsburgh in the pouring rain to watch a college cross-country meet of mine, where he only really caught the start and finish. Despite any setbacks we've ever had, he's always insisted we remain positive and never give up on ourselves. His dedication to our family and his mentorship have truly helped us be the best that we can be. Even as adults, I know that my dad would do anything for our family and my sister and I.
So my dad looks to see the good in every single person. So I have a story that goes the whole way back to when I was in high school. So I played on a softball team, and I was lucky enough to have my dad as the coach. And on the night of the draft, my dad had to go and pick the fate of our team and the season. So of those girls who were signed up, there was a young girl by the name of Angel. Angel had Down syndrome, but wanted to find a way to become involved with sports outside of school. No coaches wanted to have Angel on their team in fear that she would prohibit the team's chances of winning the season. My dad stepped up and gladly accepted her as part of the team. Our team overall would get frustrated when she would play because we had one mission in mind, and it was to win. She tried her best, but struck out almost every time up to bat and never really caught the ball when she was fielding. So fast forward to the championship game where we were playing one of the best teams. My dad decided to throw Angel in the game and give her a chance to participate. As a team, we were very selfish and did not understand why he would do this and possibly jeopardize the chances of us winning. When she got up to bat, she actually ended up getting a hit and got on base, and she helped our team to win. After the game, Angel and her whole family were crying, as my dad made her feel so special and included by just having her on the team. Not only did he touch that family, but there was a lesson to be learned for the rest of us. My dad has always set an amazing example that we should always support and believe in others, no matter what the circumstance. And from this day on, this is something that I've always carried with me, and I aspire to see those special things in people like my dad always has.
As you likely know, Variety is an entity near and dear to our dad's heart, and he travels the country advocating for it and on behalf of kids, so that they can be just that, kids. Again, in our unbiased opinion, there's no one more deserving of such an honor. Congrats, Dad.
Deb, can you hold that mic, please? Would you like to talk? And then Deb will give you that to keep.
And mostly everybody that knows me knows it's hard for me to talk a minute, but I'm going to. Yeah, Charlie, you were right. We were crazy crossing the turnpike. He didn't tell you the whole story. We just weren't waving. We were hanging out the windows waving. Thank God there was no state trooper there. We would have been walking a white line. I could have seen that. But no, it's kind of embarrassing to get these awards because I really don't do this to get awards. I do it for Priscilla and Callie, two of the young ladies which I've become so attached to. Do it for their families. They're special. They're not special needs. I've been lucky because I have really 3 families. Naturally, I got my family with my 2 daughters and my wife of 41 years who allows me to do all of this and spend so much time for the kids, not only with my job, but to do the endeavors of Charlie. And he is right. He asked me to go places. I usually go. He actually asked me, hey, do you want to go? And this was Mike Schneck, too. Thank you, Mike. They sent me on a luxurious trip to the North American Variety Conference. And I thought, well, God, they're going to Vegas. I've seen they've gone to other places. I said, yeah, I'll go. Where is it? Des Moines. Yes, Des Moines. And not only that, they booked me in a hotel. It was a Friday night, and anybody that's been to Des Moines knows that Drake University's there, and they were playing the Butler Bulldogs, and that was your elaborate trip, Jamie. The Butler Bulldogs, their entire team, their entire fan base was in our hotel. And if I hear somebody bark like a dog one more time, that's it. But anyways, my second family is my AFSCME family. They're all here. They're very special. They're a family in itself. They've all adapted to the mission of helping these children. They're at every event they can get to. We started a trust fund for the children, and this is from small donations, not big donations of 10,000, 5,000, 20s, 100, 200. And to date, with the money going in and money going out, we've raised over $50,000 for these children. So thank you to my AFSCME family. You're very, very special. And the Variety family, you can't say enough. Can't say enough about a board. A lot of you sit on boards. All I can say is the board of Variety is special. I've never been part of a board where everybody leaves their egos at the door and we're all on one mission to help children. That's what makes the Variety Board so special. And in closing, I'd just like to say this. One of the main reasons I do this is because when I first went to a bike giveaway, one of the first ones I went to was at the Miracle League Field in Indiana, Pennsylvania. We were sponsoring the bikes that day. And I learned so much about special needs children. In the business that I'm in the labor unions, it's a rough and tough world. We like to pride ourselves that we're tough. Well, that day, I invited a bunch of the locals, big, burly PennDOT guys. There was big, burly guys there. Well, the children were going to get bikes that day, and there was a young girl who really has taken to my heart, and this is why I drive myself. She says, when they were sitting there, Charlie always does the bike giveaways, but he always asks the parents, would you like to say something? Well, we were all standing there, and Charlie gave the mic to Samantha's mother. She looked around, and she started to tell the story. She was there with her husband and her younger son, started to tell the story about how important this was going to be. She was sobbing the whole way through, and then she got to the part where my son said he never wants to ride a bike until his sister someday could ride one. And she started to break down and cry, and this is what I've learned about special needs children and families. The mother was crying, the dad and the brother were hugging her. Samantha turned to her mother because she was holding a mic, and you remember that day. Turned to her and said, Mama, don't cry. we're going to be all right. Boy, if that doesn't stick with you in life, if that doesn't stick with you of what has happened in Pittsburgh the last week, if that doesn't stick with all of us in this room, we don't have a heart. If they can see the good in everything, if they can see through their disabilities and say, we're going to be all right, I think it's a lesson for all of us. They teach us. We not only give to them, but they teach us values. And to that, Priscilla, Callie, I love you guys. Much as I don't really deserve this award, thank you. That will be displayed with the pride of variety.